You know what I love so much is when we do a show and nobody's talking to us.
Yeah.
And you go and you look like you're going to bed and there's all these people, hello, hey, is this thing on? Hello. And then I'll write to them. We can't see what you're typing unless you're doing it in Twitch. That's the easiest way for us to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then the next week, hello,
Mike,
hello, hello. Hello.
Are you?
It's like, damn it.
Well, what's there to eat?
Get off, Napoleon. Make yourself a dang quesadilla.
Fine.
Here it comes, television's most exciting hour of cash and prizes. The fabulous Irritable Dad Syndrome. Now give it up for your hosts, Mike and Darin.
Hi, I'm Darin.
I'm Mike.
Welcome to Irritable Dad Syndrome. We're thrilled that you're here. On this particular episode, I'm going to talk about a movie that's called Fall. And if you are afraid of heights or if you get vertigo,
I remember seeing the trailer.
It's a good one.
Okay.
It's a really good one.
I'm going to talk about the beach, vacations in general, but specifically the beach and my feelings on the topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
Yeah?
I'm tired.
Yeah, I am too.
I started protein today because I was looking. I'm hungry because I don't want to say I'm dieting. I'm changing how I eat.
It's a lifestyle change.
I'm making a lifestyle change.
Yeah.
And I'm concerned that I am losing weight, but then I was reading, I don't want to lose muscle I don't want to lose I don't want to be like a pudgy, I don't want to be lose all the weight, but then I'm just a pudge ball because I've lost all my muscle, and I've learned it doesn't work like that.
No.
Anyway, but I've also noticed that I'm very close to injuring myself. And so I want to protect. I can tell.
How?
I can tell in the gym. I injure myself all the time in the gym.
Wait, you hit your
Past
head
10,
walking
15
into
years.
places?
No, pulling stuff.
Oh.
Something moves the way it shouldn't move. I pulled my chest doing a deadlift about a month ago.
Don't do that.
Well, you don't use your chest when you do a deadlift. That's like pulling your ass doing an arm curl. It doesn't make sense.
Okay.
And it was just I wasn't even doing real weight. I was doing like a warm up, like where you lift the bar. Ridiculous. And
so
apparently
you pulled muscles warming up?
Yeah.
God,
one muscle
Mike,
went one way and it wasn't supposed to go that way.
Yeah.
And it went and ugh.
Yeah.
And so anyway, I researched it on the interwebs for about 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay.
Read a couple of ads.
Sounds very thorough.
Read an article written by some guy that apparently has a canal going up his arm, a vein. And came to a conclusion. This protein powder gives me exactly what I need. I take some in the morning. I can take some in the evening.
Okay.
Combined with what I'm already eating. Because when I don't go off the reservation, I eat well. I eat pretty well when I don't go off the reservation. It's after, like when you leave, and by go off the reservation, what I mean is I'll pop a big bowl of popcorn and pour about 2 cups of butter on it.
Okay.
And load it up with salt and then top it with gummy bears and eat chocolate until I pass out.
Your dad went into a restaurant and ate everything in the restaurant, and they had to close the restaurant.
If I don't do that, if when you leave tonight, I just eat an apple and go to bed, I'll wake up weighing less. But I don't want to weigh less muscle. I want to weigh less fat.
Okay.
So I'm building a wall of protein between that and...
So you're telling me by eating the protein powder that helps you keep muscle while you lose fat?
I believe so.
Okay.
My point is, and it's also...
by the way, don't take diet advice from a comedy podcast.
No.
Thank you.
They have banana cream flavor.
Shut up.
That's what I have up there.
Okay.
That's what I have up
Banana cream flavored protein?
Oh.
Ooh, so I could put that in my fruit smoothies.
You can.
Okay, because I do love I love fruit smoothies.
I'm actually thinking about doing the banana cream protein powder in the liquid part of the Crunch Cup that I showed you the other day.
You didn't show me that the other day.
I didn't show it to you?
No, you told me about it, but then you
after this.
shouldn't. Well, we'll see.
The Crunch Cup is a marvel of engineering, wherein you put the liquid on the outside of the cup in another cup, and then the crunchy cereals in the center. And you can pour the cereal into your mouth, and it will pour milk in with it, so you can eat cereal while you're driving a car.
Yeah.
I only choke once.
I would. Does that work with like shredded wheat?
No. Actually, it says in the instruction thing They list cereals that it works with. It's been tested with.
I'm guessing Cheerios
and they
would be
point
fine.
out, oh yeah, they point out that shredded wheat is not advisable. And I will go on record as saying that Life cereal is pretty shady.
Okay.
It doesn't act right in there.
Now, do you eat the regular Life cereal or the cinnamon Life?
Here's another thing. Well, Cinnamon Life.
Okay.
And here's another thing. We grape nut. I don't even know if they make grape nuts. Stubbins asking about grape nuts. I was looking for grape nuts the other day.
Yeah, they make grape nuts still.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are also ordering Magic Spoon cereal. Have you heard of Magic Spoon cereal? Yeah. We have that.
Yeah.
And I'm on a subscription service.
It's like $10 a box.
It's good. It's good.
Is it $10 a box good? Have you seen the box?
It's about $8 a box. Yeah, the box is about the size of this.
I got a question.
We have 6 boxes of it up there.
How did this come up? Because the last time I was in the Kroger, I
like
walked
cereal.
by. Yeah, I like cereal too.
Yeah.
But I never look at the
Jesus.
I never look at the Kashi side of the cereal because I'm not going to eat any of that.
Kashi cereal is pretty good.
No,
too.
it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
It
You
is.
get the. It is.
It's delicious.
It's not. You get a
good.
box of Kashi cereal, and it tastes like you're eating the box.
Yeah.
So you slice a banana
Well, it
and
depends
you
on
put it
what
on there,
kind you
and
get.
it tastes like you're eating a box with banana.
I don't want a
on it.
banana in my cereal.
Okay,
Unless it's processed and dried and covered with sugar.
Okay.
My point is,
no, my
if
point
you
is,
order the subscription Magic Spoon, it's cheaper than if you buy it in a store. I don't know
you
what it
have
is
to get
in
a
the store.
prescription for Magic Spoon.
Subscription.
Oh, okay. I had to see my pharmacist.
Yeah.
No, because anyway,
actually your eye
I turned. I was looking at the regular cereal
cereal
that human people eat.
Yeah.
And then I turned to see what the freaks buy, and I see all the Kashi cereal, and then there's Magic Spoon. I'm like, Magic Spoon, okay, and it's $10 and the box has to feed maybe if you stretch it 3 bowls of cereal.
A box will last a week.
No, it won't.
One bowl of cereal a day.
A thimbleful?
No.
Are you talking like a?
Well, it's a
I'm
serving,
not talking like a Jethro Bodine bowl of cereal.
a Crunch Cup serving. It will last 5 across. I'm telling you, I've done it. I've been doing it now. I will tell you this.
That ain't enough cereal to fill me up.
Some of the Magic Spoon is amazing. It's like I'm basically eating chocolate Cheerios now.
Okay.
And I feel like I'm cheating.
Other cheating on who?
Yeah. Other Magic Spoon tastes like they took shredded pig and put it in the thing and said, well, this is Apple Jacks. And you're like, that ain't Apple Jacks, dude. That ain't. So I'll tell for our listeners, the fruit is probably the best. It tastes like Fruit Loops. The chocolate tastes like chocolate Cheerios. The blueberry muffin may be my favorite, but it fights the Crunch Cup. It's a little difficult with the Crunch Cup. It's got so much of the sugary stuff on it that it gets a little sticky. The Frosted, suck it. No. Frosted is like somebody thought, well, this is what Corn Pops taste like. Maybe in hell.
Corn Pops in hell.
Yeah. The peanut butter is serviceable, but it tastes like peanut butter cereal.
I know what peanut butter means. Yeah. What do you mean it's serviceable?
I mean that if
this cereal is the most serviceable cereal I've ever had.
I think if you bought peanut butter cereal and it wasn't healthy and you ate this, you would be like, what is this? But if you're in a lab and someone gave you... I happen
to be going to a lab next week.
And someone gave you a bowl of this stuff and they said, think of what this could taste like and think good stuff. And you eat it and you're like, it's got a hint of peanut butter. And they would go, it's peanut butter. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Put it in the box.
Okay.
The cinnamon roll is slightly offensive. It's a little overpowering. It's like, let's make a Cinnabon cereal. It's like, slow down,
and
Jack.
I've tried the Cinnabon cereal.
You're not Cinnabon.
They made a Cinnabon flavored shredded wheat cereal, and it was not good. No. It did not taste like Cinnabon.
So those are the 6. I think I went through all 6 flavors in the variety pack that I get.
Now, do they have monster cereals like for Halloween?
No.
Oh, okay.
They have some scary pictures on some of them.
What?
For some reason, the peanut butter. I'll show you. The peanut butter has like a cowboy roping a cow.
Yeah. Does it come with a spoon?
No, but you can. There is a magic spoon, spoon and bowl that you can like box tops. You get enough of those and a mortgage. You can afford the bowl and the magic.
Well, I should
spoon.
hope so. As I say, for $10 a box, I better be getting something free with it.
Yeah, but
a race car or the on the back of the box. There's like this insane maze. I'm like, no, that'll take me till I'll be dead before I figure out how to get through the maze.
The only thing about it is it tastes up front. It tastes like the real stuff.
Okay.
It's got an odd aftertaste. And by that, I mean, when you start eating the Fruit Loops, it tastes like you're eating Fruit Loops. When you finish a bite of Fruit Loops and they've gone down, your brain for a second says,
hey,
did he just eat styrofoam? Like those little packing peanuts? Like,
I know what styrofoam is. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like the ones where they tried to make them like healthy, where the dolphins could eat them and they were fine, like the fiber things.
We spend so much time making
starch.
those dolphins happy.
Yeah. Anyway, so we haven't tried the cookies and cream.
By the way, I like dolphins.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
you if you're a dolphin.
There's a plethora of other flavors, but we haven't tried those.
Okay.
And it's Daddy's cereal, and Daddy puts it in a special place.
Well, yeah,
because it's so expensive. I told the kids we're not doing the thing where we eat Daddy's Mercedes cereal.
No.
That Daddy needs because he's fat.
You guys eat your Nissan Sentra
and each
cereal.
bite, you're like, this is disgusting. Oh my God, who's this? Oh. And then I get stuck having to eat your, sugar wheats, and then I get fat again.
Yeah.
Or remain fat.
Now, is the Magic Spoon cereal, is it less sugar?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And I eat it with oat milk for different reasons. Not because
Because oats don't have a teat.
Yeah, I don't like. We've gone through this. I don't like liquid that comes from a cow's teat.
Right.
I mean, I enjoy it sometimes. I did try Magic Spoon with regular milk. That's some tasty. It's a tasty meatball. Pretty good. It's pretty good.
I can't believe that the one day I see Magic Spoon cereal, you just bring it up. That's not on the rundown,
the first
folks.
day that you've seen it?
I saw it yesterday, or the last day I was at Kroger.
You save up for a few weeks and get a box. It's pretty good. It's.
I don't believe you. I refuse to believe you.
You know what? I have less than a serving left of the blueberry.
Okay.
Like I'll give you the rest of the blueberry. You take it home and enjoy it.
Okay.
Put it in a little shot glass with milk and try it out.
That's like $6 worth of cereal.
It is.
Yeah.
Time now for the Casey's Story of the Week.
How you been?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to say it right now. 2 words. Damn you.
Oh.
You brought up Casey's.
Yeah.
And I had to go by Casey's to try it out.
You don't have to go to Casey's.
No, I had to go by to Casey's to try it out. Okay. I wanted to see what the big deal was with Casey's. And I got there and I told you that I really like their lemon pies. Well, I'm addicted to the lemon pie.
Everybody's got their thing.
I think I've went there on 5 different occasions now. And I walk in, I buy a lemon pie.
Casey's lemon pie.
Casey's lemon pie.
Not Hostess lemon pies.
Nope.
Sold at Casey's.
It's a Casey's lemon pie
trademark.
sold at Casey's.
Yeah.
I wish that I didn't have to, but I do. It's a problem.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. The last time I walked into Casey's, actually I went by Casey's on the way over here.
Okay.
Usually I get one on the way home.
Yeah.
And a lemon pie.
Uh-huh.
I had some time to kill, so I went by before. And I paid, and then the dude checked my $5 bill to make sure that it wasn't Confederate. And I'm like, do you
Confederate?
get counterfeit?
I
was like, do you have a lot of people trying to pass off fake 5s? And he said that actually they did, which I didn't think that was a thing anymore because as few people that use cash. Anywho, the time before that, I'm walking in there and there's someone at the register and I go over and I get my lemon pie. There's a dude on the phone and he's standing right where the wine is, which, by the way, if you're looking for good wine, go to Casey's.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not going to buy wine at a gas station.
You prude.
I digress. Yeah. I don't drink wine, so I'm not going to buy wine anywhere.
Okay.
He's standing by the wine, and he's got his phone, and he looks at the lady working the register, and he says, "Do you sell wine on Sunday?"
Is there a phone that looks like that anymore?
Yes,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
It's a Breaking Bad flip phone. And the lady said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Okay." So then he walks to one part of the store, walks to another corner of the store, walks to somewhere else in the store, and then he walks back kind of near the door, and he asks her, and this is exactly how the conversation went. "Where's the wine?" And she said, "Wine?" And he said,
"Not do you have wine?"
No, he said,
"Where is the expected wine in this gas station?"
Yeah, he said, "Where's the wine?" And she said, "Wine?" And he said, "Wine." And then she said, "Wine?" To which he replied, "Wine." And she said, wine that you drink?
Oh,
and I'm wanting to go, what other type of wine is there?
What the hell?
And I've got my lemon pie in my hand, and I'm like, wine!
Yeah.
You know?
So like a guy whining about over there? Is that a common thing?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But he finally says, yeah. And she just points like,
yeah,
it's right behind you where you were.
Yeah.
And she was pissed.
Yeah.
And
it's back there in the toilet. That's where we make it. Yeah.
It's like just flash back to 2 minutes when you were standing right there. But how many times do you have to say wine before somebody figures out what the other person is talking about?
Wine is not a difficult concept to...
No. They've been drinking it since Jesus.
Yeah. It's...
Wine, 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 wine.
Wine.
Wine, wine.
Yeah.
Wine that you drink?
I mean, the only acceptable... Yeah, other than that is like, this is a gas station.
Yeah.
We have fruit stripe gum, lemon pies, Marlboros,
handmade taquitos. Thanks, Jeremy.
Those wax bottles with the little teaspoon of pop in them.
Right.
And wine.
Right. They do not have Magic Spoon cereal, though. Yeah.
This has been the Casey's Story of the Week.
I am all about the boxed wine. I actually have a new box of wine up there.
Yeah.
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 The Nighthawk Cabernet Sauvignon.
Sauvignon.
That's a good Sauvignon.
Honestly, I don't know how. I'm not.
You know what it is?
I don't judge people who drink wine.
Yeah.
I don't.
They're pretentious.
I just don't know how they do it because I don't know how someone can actually stomach it because it gives me just ridiculously horrible heartburn.
Well, there's a couple things.
Yeah.
There's a couple things. The reason I drink wine is I got sick of not knowing anything about wine.
Right.
And I read an article that went through what the Pinot whatever is.
Well, I
the
mean,
Cabernet, the different things. I'm like, I'm going to try each one. So I at least know what genre of wine I like because they all sounded so different. Like one type is best when you're cooking, another goes with the chicken and the fish, another goes with the beef and the whatever.
Who are you trying to impress? Me?
Well, it's not impress.
We're the only people that you know.
I know. So I know what I like with beer. I know I don't like IPAs unless I feel like I'm getting like a wild hair up my ass.
I don't like stout.
I'm a lager guy.
Yeah.
A German Helles. That's my jam. But wine, I don't know anything, and I just at least want to know what genre. So if I ever find myself in a place where there's only wine, I'm not stuck saying, well, give me this, and then find out it's some kind of cooking wine that gives you scabies. So I bought just like a different type of wine over the period of months, and then I zoned in on the Cabernet Sauvignon. I know it's Cabernet Sauvignon. Stop with your comments. I know it's and nobody's commenting. Nobody's watching this. Point is, and the Merlot. Everyone says Merlot.
I am not drinking Merlot.
Everybody thinks Merlot is because that's the one you learn in grade school. The teacher's like, it's Merlot.
Sideways.
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen that movie.
Oh.
But yeah, I know it's right there. Okay. You let me borrow it 10 years ago.
So in Sideways, the dude is a major wine connoisseur.
Yeah.
Knows everything goes to the tastings. And he and his buddy are going, before his buddy gets married, they're going on a wine tasting trip. And he is such a wine snob. Yeah. And he gets like you when you talk to someone who doesn't like Octung Baby.
Those people don't exist, but go on.
This portion of Irritable Dad Syndrome is brought to you by Boston Baked Beans Candy-Covered Peanuts. Hey, it's your old buddy Dave again. And I know what you're thinking. Why in the hell would anyone make a candy that looks like baked beans? I don't have a clue. But I do know one thing. They are delicious. I mean yummy. I mean, they're delectable. Their flavor is favorable to my taste buds. Boston Baked Beans Candy-Covered Peanuts. Buy a box today. Now back to you guys in the studio.
So we saw Toad the Wet Sprocket last night.
How was that?
That was good.
Yeah?
They're very chill. They're very laid back.
Yeah.
If you want a chilled, laid back, there was an exceptionally drunk individual 3 seats down from us who thinks I was his best friend.
That's always.
He had to keep coming out. He had to get, me and Bess had to get up because him and his handler, I think it was his wife, but she was clearly there to keep him out of prison.
Yeah.
And he would just like throw his arm like, hey, buddy. I don't know what he said. I was like, yeah. And like Bess was like, do you know him? I was like, no, I don't. I know that type of guy. I've run into that type of guy. Yeah, you run into that type of guy at least once or twice every few years, but I don't know that in particular one. But in between the first band that we didn't know about until they played the one song, I was like, oh, that band.
Oh, Marcy Playground.
Yeah, we
Sex and Candy.
Yeah,
I love that song.
I don't know. Anyway,
you didn't like that song?
I don't like. It's okay. I like that. I recognize. I was like, oh, they're that band.
Can you use words, Mike?
So they get done, and drunk as guy gets up, and apparently he's got a fan 2 rows behind, who's like, and they're talking, and drunk as guy keeps reaching over and grabbing his shoulder, partially to keep himself upright, but mostly to accentuate his alcohol-induced points that nobody gives a shit about.
Right.
And I watched the spirit begin to die in Bearded Man. And I saw the regret enter his face, like, I should not be in this conversation with this man. How do I get out of here? And he started to leave, and that's when Drunk as Guy came out for like the 5th time. And a couple times while Toad was on, he would get up and be like, I gotta get on the and push him out of the way. And then his handler is walking behind him. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. He's just, oh my God.
Yeah.
We'll be, oh God.
Yeah.
That thing. And then one of those, they just, in like midway through the concert, we just never saw him again.
They just disappeared.
I think they just got abducted somewhere. But the concert was wonderful.
Yeah.
Toad and the Wet Sprocket are very laid back and chill. It was enjoyable. There were many times when Toad, and I don't know his name, the main guy Toad, the one that's walking on the water or the ocean, he would be playing, and he would just kind of stand back and watch the other members play. They were jamming, and you could tell he genuinely just enjoyed playing music.
Yeah.
And in one particular thing that made the entire audience laugh is some drunk individual, not our drunk individual, but someone way back in the balcony screamed out as loudly as he could, we really enjoy your music. And that caused Toad to laugh. And he said, that is the most polite thing anyone's ever screamed drunkenly from an audience. So thank you for that. And it was a very good show.
The only thing I have by Toad the Wet Sprocket is many years ago. I don't remember. Well, let's see, when was it? Kiss. They do
a lot of Kiss covers.
A bunch of artists got together and did a CD called "Kiss My Ass."
I remember that.
Garth Brooks was on it. He did "Hard Luck Woman."
Toad the Wet Sprocket did "Love Gun."
Toad the Wet Sprocket did "Rock and Roll All Night," and it was awful.
Okay,
it's just like it took 14 minutes.
Seem like
I want to rock and roll all night.
Yeah.
Hey. So it was so, I'm like, come on.
So after about their second song, I realized the main guy for Toad,
Mr. Toad,
looks just like Ryan Gosling.
Okay.
And then the bass player looks just like Brannon, the lawyer, the guy that's in trouble, the guy with the hair.
Oh. The guy with the hair.
He went to prison. Super right wing.
Oh,
you know who I'm talking about? What's his name? Brannon. The guy looks like him.
Okay.
So Bess mentioned that, and then I was like, great. The whole rest of the concert, it's Ryan Gosling and the Trump guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we've talked about that on
Steve Bannon.
Steve Bannon looked exactly like Steve. I mean, eerily like. For a minute, I was like, is he? Are they letting him out of prison so he can play the concert?
Yeah.
And I mentioned that as we were walking out, and a couple of people turned around and was like, he does. He looks just like. Okay, he does.
Okay, easy.
But you think Toad would have told him at some point, you know?
You know what? Yeah.
If I start to look like somebody that's, I don't want to get political, but if I start to look like somebody that's very divisive,
yes,
I would expect you to tell me, like, Mike, you're starting to look like Jason Voorhees. Right. You know? Or
he would divide people right down the middle.
He did. Yeah. You're starting to look like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre guy, whatever his Leatherface.
Leatherface.
I would expect you to tell me. Ed Gein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
pointed out.
Okay. This is how sad I am. I knew Ed Gein before I knew Steve Bannon. Oh, you must mean Ed Gein.
Tom Cruise and Goose and
no.
Val Kilmer,
no.
Rick Rossovich.
What are you talking about?
You remember Rick Rossovich?
No.
Okay. He was going to be like the next big thing, and then he did Top Gun.
Rick Rossovich was going to be the next thing.
Yeah, he was. He was in Top Gun, then he was in Roxanne, and then he was done.
Who was he? Like,
you remember Roxanne with Steve Martin?
He was the handsome guy that liked Daryl Hannah.
Yeah. Okay. It was right after Top Gun. He was a rising star, and it was like Roxanne hit, and it's like, boom. It's like career right in the forehead. And Roxanne was not a bad movie.
No, it
was a good movie.
Steve Martin was amazing in that.
It ended his career.
Rick Rossovich.
Rick Rossovich is after that. I think he was in he might have been in the Left Behind movies. That was it.
I'll have to look up his distinguished career.
Yeah, volleyball with Tom Cruise, and hiding behind a bush with Steve Martin.
Well, I will say he looked pretty good without a shirt on.
Yeah.
You know, as did they all in Top Gun.
Yeah.
Made me want to play volleyball.
Yeah.
Not.
Okay.
This portion of our show is brought to you by Dave Lay Heating and Cooling. Hi, I'm Dave Lay, and I've been the announcer for Irritable Dad Syndrome for a couple of years now. And let's face it, the podcast money ain't rolling in like we had hoped. So I opened up my own heating and cooling company to make ends meet. Now you might ask, Dave, what do you know about heating and cooling? Well, here's the thing. I know when a room is too hot and when a room is too cold. And somebody has to do something about it. Schedule an appointment today and I'll give you a free estimate, plus a new filter. Limited time only. Offer may vary. See website for details. Dave Lay Heating and Cooling, for people who want their home to feel just right.
That's right.
Now, back to the show.
Speaking of movies, every Friday we have Movie Pizza Night.
Yeah.
And I had decided a while back that I wanted to see this movie. I kept seeing clips of it on the TikTok.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And it's a movie called Fall.
Yeah.
Okay. It's about two girls, and they decided to climb up this abandoned tower out in the middle of nowhere.
Do they ever tell why they did it? Because it seems like the premise is somebody thought, well, okay, they're on a tower. That's scary. Now, how do we get them up there?
Right. They decided to do it. Spoiler alert. They decided to do it because they would mountain climb. Okay. They did a lot of mountain climbing. And, something happens.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
Something happens that makes one of them not want to climb,
like
for
Sylvester
a while.
Stallone and Cliffhanger.
Exactly.
Something happened.
Exactly.
Okay.
Something happened like Sylvester Stallone and Cliffhanger.
Yeah, and then when he goes to Taco Bell, he doesn't use the right seashells.
No, he does. And Rick Rossovich is there.
Rick Rossovich.
Yeah. So the one girl who doesn't want to climb anymore, she's in this depression, and she hates her father, Negan from The Walking Dead.
Oh,
and
because he hits people with baseball bats. Is that why?
Well, that's not why. He doesn't hit anybody with a bat in this movie.
Okay.
He's a pretty nice guy.
Okay.
The other girl says, "Listen, hey, let's me and you. We're gonna go on a road trip." And she says, "And let's go do this thing, and let's climb up this tower.
Okay.
And you can face your fear."
Oh,
Sarah, Helen, Jill, whatever her name is. I can't remember either of their names. And we're going to climb this tower, and you're going to face your fear, and you are going to come out just on the other side, and you're going to be amazing. And so the girl doesn't want to, but she does. And I'm not giving anything. It's like we know they get stuck at the top of the tower. They climb up to the top of the tower, and when they're trying to get down, the stairs fall off.
Okay.
Because the screws are all rusty, and they're on top of this thing for a good couple of days.
No.
And it's like I said, if you have a fear of heights, this is not the movie for you.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing is, the funniest thing about this movie, and we're watching it, and these girls get stuck on top of the tower, and Cameron says, "I thought this was going to be a movie about the seasons." You got a movie about fall, and it's all about foliage and driving through Vermont. It's a sequel to Spring.
The sequel to Winter comes next. Exactly. And then in the spring is The Reckoning.
Exactly, but I'll tell you, it was a good movie.
Okay.
It really was a good movie.
All right. I kind of wanted to, it was one of those, I saw the thing and I'm like, that's a renter. So we're going to the beach this year.
Yeah.
So astute and...
I'm going to the beach too.
Yeah. Long-term listeners know that last year we went to the desert. We went to the opposite of the beach. We went to a place with no water, where the streets have no name. Okay. And this time, Beth said, we're going to the beach. I said, yes, we're going to last year was total, I'm going to take my family out and risk everyone's life to see a dead tree. Yes, we can go to the beach. This is your thing. You do whatever you want. I got the place and all that. And I was like, you plan the activities, whatever. We'll do whatever.
Yeah.
And we start talking about, the place that we're going. She said that there's going to be some weather when we're there.
Yeah.
Some days with weather.
Yeah.
And she's been...
Well, every day has weather.
She's been following them. Yes, poor weather. But you're right.
Oh.
So she's been following the page. Everything has a Facebook page now.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that this couch has a Facebook page with followers. Okay.
I've been following it for
And so
6
they've
years.
been announcing on this every time someone drowns... or needs to get rescued. And Beth said it's happening at, quote, an alarming frequency there. And she says there's all these different flags, and they are recommending that when there's a flag out there, they have yellow flags, red flags.
Red flags is when there's high tide.
Double red flags, which is where if you go out in the water, they will arrest you.
Yes.
And purple flags, which I found interesting. We'll talk about it here in a minute.
Okay.
But she said when there's anything yellow and above, if there's a yellow flag, don't go out when the water comes up to your knees. You could get pulled out in a riptide. Or undertow, or Cthulhu can get you, whatever.
What?
Yeah, the Lord of the elder god of the water. Our listeners know who it is. I'll explain it later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu.
Oh, Cthulhu.
Yeah, the old gods. H.P. Lovecraft. None of this.
No
ring
nothing.
bell.
Nothing.
You can edit that out. Point. Look, our viewers spiked when I mentioned Cthulhu.
Bless you.
Anyway.
Yeah.
She said, I'm going to rely on you. Now, longtime listeners know that I've developed an intense fear of the water.
Yes. Not so much the water, it's the things that are in the water.
Yes.
Sharks.
But now that we're talking about riptide and the fact that the water itself can pull me out there, then I'm scared of the water.
Well, you can drown in the water.
You can.
Yeah.
So she said, you have to manage, keep watch. Somebody's going to have to remain on the beach. I was like, I've got you covered. I got you covered.
I can watch the cooler all day long.
Every morning I'm going to wake up. I'm going to eat my Crunch Cup Magic Spoon, trademark.
You're going to take Magic Spoon cereal with you.
I'm going to take donuts. I'm going to take beer. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to sit on the beach, and I'm going to be there all day.
I don't recommend sunlight or sunshine, beer, and donuts.
But this is vacation.
I don't care.
Then I'm going to do that 7 times because we're going to be there 7 days.
Okay.
I was so I'm your man on the beach. Get me a fishing rod. I'll hook a kid and bring him back in here. You don't need to worry about it.
It's in my eye, Daddy.
So we laugh about that. This is on the way to see Toad the Wet Sprocket.
Okay.
And then there's a long silence, and she says, there's a purple flag.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I find it odd that you haven't mentioned the purple flag until this point. She said, the purple flag is for sea creatures.
Oh.
What?
Sea creatures.
When all of a sudden this huge creature, this giant crustacean from the Paleolithic era comes out of the water.
We were so scared, Lord, I remember I jumped up in the boat and I said, Thomas, what on earth is that creature?
So, okay.
A jellyfish.
People who aren't paying, yes.
Bear.
And other creatures. Bear. So my problem is not in the fact that they have a flag for sea creatures. My problem is that they saw so many sea creatures
it warrants a
that
flag.
Somebody at some point said, we probably should have a flag for this. There's so many bears and moose out there killing these people. We need a flag.
The Loch Ness Monster.
It stood above it looking down with these big red eyes.
Oh, it was so scary.
And I yelled, I said, what do you want from us, monster?
He's coming up saying, I need about 3 videos to everybody.
I need about 350.
So, so I'm very...
What was that creature?
I'm just...
I said, I ain't giving you no 350, you goddamn Loch Ness Monster. Get your own goddamn money.
I'm very nervous. I'm very nervous about the beach vacation. I'm excited, but I'm also very nervous.
Okay,
so, yeah.
The Loch Ness Monster.
I said, damn it, monster, get off my lawn. I ain't giving you no 350.
Well, it's like I like the beach, but I can do the beach by about the 4th day. I'm like, okay, I'm tired of the sunscreen. I'm tired of the sand getting
I don't mind sunscreen. Bug spray pisses me off.
Why?
But sand, I can't take it. It just
okay.
It makes me feel verklempt. But I actually enjoy sunscreen.
Yeah. Now, do you wear a hat or do you just?
I will this time. I have my cool hat that we bought last year that makes me look cool, like a cool guy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna wear that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
cool.
you got to, because I have never, as long as I've been shaving my head, I have never had a sunburned bald head.
Yeah, I've been training. I've been making sure that I'm mowing the grass.
You're easing into it.
I've been using a little less SPF to get a little bit of a tan to be ready. For this.
Yeah.
My ankles are as white as the driven snow.
I can't wait for a flip flop tan.
Oh.
I love my flip flop tan.
Yeah.
I don't even take socks when I go to the beach.
Oh yeah, I'll take socks.
Flip flops and a pair of sandals.
The nature of my plantar fasciitis, and my knee. These I love these slides, but I've been having knee pain if I wear them. I was wearing them too much. So
after my trip to the Bahamas, and I thought I broke my foot because of my plantar fasciitis. You're right.
Yeah, we'd like to welcome you to Old Talk. Old Talk OFT podcast.
And I had so much earwax, I was trying to pull the hair out of my ear, and the wax came out. And I was like, I got a lot of wax in my ears, yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow's episode will be The Thing I Found.
New spots on my back.
Yeah,
next week on Irritable Dad Syndrome. Well, we're going to wrap this one up.
Yeah.
We're glad you joined us. We hope you join us again.
Yes.
And until then, we want you to go to irritabledadsyndrome.com and download every single episode. Okay?
And there's video and stuff there.
No, this is what I want you to do. Go to irritabledadsyndrome.com and just download all the episodes. And then it's like decide if you want to listen to it. That's like, who cares if you have space on your computer?
Yeah,
just download them all.
Yeah.
Download them and then send them to a friend of yours. Give them to gift. Yeah. Give the gift of Irritable Dad Syndrome. Give till it hurts.
Fun fact is we had another download of Venomous Beaver today, that one's now working again.
Yes.
So Venomous Beaver is back. Go listen to your heart's content.
Take care, everybody. We hope to see you again on Irritable Dad Syndrome.
Now that was a podcast. See you guys on the flip side. Dave Layout.
But we've got all these people that do the hello from clicking on Facebook and the
Darin?
YouTubes and
Darin.
Grinder, wherever the hell else they're finding this link to come here.